I got Coach Sauvage of James Monroe. It's Coach Remy Marcus with Prep Hoops. Just wanted to get a quick interview. First off, Coach, congrats on the state title.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Defending champs. You've dispatched, how would you say, sir?
That has a good sound to it. Go ahead.
It sounds nice. Yeah, defending champs. Maybe dynasty. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just joking with you, man. You know, you're like the Spurs, right? Or
That's
the
right,
Patriots.
that's right.
But the Southern West Virginia version. But no, being based out of Wheeling, I've seen you guys. You've actually dispatched, unfortunately, teams I've even did off-season workouts for Cameron and Wirt Madonna. But you guys were a tough team, man. Obviously, Allen, I voted for. I really like Burks. I voted for him for the All-State team. And obviously, you got Owens. You got some really solid players. I would say you got a lot of depth, but those top four really do a good job. I was even a big fan of the Fox kid. But just first off, I'll ask you, how does it feel, man? To win another title, come here.
Well, it feels good. I'm not saying last year wasn't hard because it was, but it's a different mentality.
Absolutely.
And this year it felt like there was a lot of targets on our back, which we enjoyed. I'm not saying that's a good feeling to have.
Sure,
we don't always have that.
You were a little more hungry last year.
So, but the boys, they accepted that role. They loved it. And they actually enjoyed having the target on their back.
I'm sure.
And so, this run had I'm not going to say it had more pressure, but it was just different. And
of course. Teams are gunning for you.
Yes, but I will tell you, it feels just as good.
Oh, I'm sure. Just as sweet. Yes, definitely. And then, so, you guys play a tough schedule. I saw you guys even played some big schools like Beckley, Woodrow Wilson.
Yes.
Have you felt like as you guys have progressed and developed over the years, you've tried to maybe beef up your schedule-wise, competition?
Well, this year coming in, we knew we had a pretty good team.
Right.
We didn't know how it would end. You never know that.
Sure.
But we knew we had a good team, and so I wanted to challenge them.
Okay.
And that was the whole reason for it. But more than that, the boys wanted a challenge.
Oh, I'm sure.
They came to me in the offseason. They're like, Coach,
we'll play competition.
Let's play.
Yep.
And so that was the whole reason for beefing it up, and I think it got us ready for where we are now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I always, I learned that as a coach and player that you got to play competition to be there at the end.
I agree,
to get there in the playoffs. It's definitely. So my last question would be, because I know you got to get with the guys, and I'll probably see you in the press conference, but is if you had, obviously you're going to make sure they work off season, not just with you, but maybe a little bit of AAU. Like, if you had to give them one or two, like, say, goals and motivations to get back here, just to get to the state tournament, not even necessarily win it, what would that be in the off season this year?
Well, it all comes down to how bad you want it.
Of course.
And this senior class, the senior class last year also, I'm going to go back 2 years before that.
Yes.
We were 17-2, and that's kind of what started this whole run.
Build it.
And that senior class, it showed what we needed to do with that senior class.
2021 class.
And they weren't able to win a state championship that year. But I feel like that's where everything got started.
They lost with first round or semis?
We lost in the regionals.
Oh, you didn't make it.
We lost the regional championship on a buzzer beater, but and that's what it came down to. And each senior class since then has set the example. Last year they said it. This senior class has said it, and so I think it all comes down to your senior leadership. And
gotta have that leadership.
Showing. Here's what it takes to get there.
Absolutely.
And so, we'll see how the offseason goes. But
buying in.
If they buy into it, we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, Coach, just wanted to get you in there. I appreciate you.